reason to write about willpower in a diet book is that most people eat something for breakfast or they have some nutritional practices that cause food cravings. And there's a little voice that goes in your head, and you'll actually like catch it happening if you start to pay attention to this. So let's say you had some, grape nuts or something that's guaranteed to cause a food craving a couple hours later. You're sitting there, that normal dip you get around 10 a.m. for the average person, and then someone puts a plate of bagels, and you've said, I'm not going to eat it. I'm not going to have a snack this morning. I'm a good person. I have a strong willpower.
Yeah.
The bagels are sitting there, and then this little voice in your head, which actually isn't you, it's the operating system for your meat. I call it your Labrador brain, because it's like a Labrador retriever, kind of, you'll eat anything.
Right.
And the Labrador brain says, food, eat it. You're starving. And then your human brain goes, no. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a decision you just made, Mr. Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And then about 1 second later, eat it. No. Right? So this is actually a food craving happening because there's a biological cause for it. Like you weren't satisfied by your breakfast. Your body feels like some parts of it don't have enough energy. To a body, not to you, but to the meat of your body.
Yeah.
That means you're going to die. You don't have enough food. Oh my God, emergency. So you sit there when you should be paying attention to the meeting, and you should not be making decisions to basically manage the Labrador in your head. You drain your resolve and your energy for the day by saying, eat it, no, eat it, no, eat it, no.
Right.
And you just do this. And then we do it all day long. And the transforming thing is, what if like the Labrador in your head just didn't care about food because it had enough energy? And then you look at the thing and go, oh, bagels. And then you just go back to what you're doing. And all those no decisions are still yours. And you can use them to like buy companies or to like decide to play soccer with your kids. It doesn't really matter. But for God's sake, using them on little things like that, it's a waste of your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of Labrador brains, though, if you picture like a Labrador retriever, there's 3 things that a dog like that will do. One of those 3 things is, look, a stick. Right, so that's distractibility, right? That's the ADD coming in. And the reason that dogs do that is because they're actually always looking for survival.
Yeah.
Like, is that something that might scare me? Like, should I run away? Should I attack it? What should I do? Right. So there's that kind of automated response that keeps you alive. Like if a mugger jumps out from an alley, you're going to defend yourself before you go, oh, look, a mugger. I guess I should defend myself. Like it's built into your nervous system. And this is a good thing so you don't die. Mm-hmm. The next thing a Labrador will do, we just talked about, oh, look, like spoiled food. I think I'll eat that. Right. And the final thing is, oh, look, here's a leg. I think I'll go hump it. Right. So that would be our sexual behaviors. All of those keep our species alive. And all of those are good things. But when you spend a lot of your cycles all day, every day, thinking about one of those 3 things. Will I have enough? Is something going to kill me? Am I starving right now?
Right.
And am I going to get some?
Right.
If those things, which are basic, hierarchy of needs behaviors, if those are out of whack, you spend a disproportionate amount of your limited prefrontal cortex mitochondrial energy managing that stuff. So you can train the Labrador in your head. And one of the first things you do is feed the damn thing enough so it'll shut up. And then you can have a little bit more time to do the things that actually matter, which isn't eating bagels.
Yeah, exactly. And what I love what you're talking about is, we've been interviewing some habit transformation experts or behavioral change scientists for the summit, and one of the things that they were talking about is that willpower has a limit, that it only lasts a certain amount of time. So if you can satisfy these 3 basic things, then you're going to have a lot higher reserve for, focusing on other more important things in your business or earning more money or whatever it is for you as an individual. So out of curiosity, what are some of the things that you do? Because I think distractibility is probably one of the biggest issues that high performers deal with. What do you do to maintain a high level of focus and to decrease distractibility?